In today's video, what we're going to be doing is looking at the brand new leaked SBCs and how we can go and build some cheap solutions for the web app. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4 or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So I've actually just finished making the video, then I remembered this site exists, which someone on my stream told me about today, so I thought, well, I might as well add this to the video. So this is basically a site that will tell you what is the cheapest current solution. It seems a little bit in beta, so I obviously can't really recommend it with too much. But what I'll do is I will show you the cheapest solution they make at the moment for each SBC. So this site is called easysbc.io and it's crazy. So we're doing hybrid, I guess, leagues today, but let me go and show you. You literally click on the SBC, you choose which one, and it'll just go and build you the cheapest solution going off the current market. Again, I would have released a different video for this, but actually I kind of remembered at the end of editing. So what I'm going to do is at the end of every SBC, I'll go and show you what this site does as making, the cheapest possible. So I guess in the video what I'm doing is I'm teaching the techniques to build the SBC, and if you want you can go and use the site. The only thing is the site isn't, obviously, it doesn't have all the players in at the moment, and I can't guarantee it'll work when the game's out. But it is a crazy bit of kit that, as I say, will literally just consistently keep making you the quote-unquote cheapest solution. So first SBC I've gone and worked out, and it's actually not too difficult whatsoever, he said. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to go and pick one nation and slash league, and well, for me this was Saudi Arabia, and all you're going to do is go and get yourself 4 bronze rares in those positions. Obviously they're ideally 64 rated, but 62 rated won't matter because you can make up for it in other positions. So first off, pick one league slash nation, ideally cheap, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all obviously from the same league and nation. They're all going to go and get 2 chemistry each. You then want to go and pick a league with a bunch of cheap golds in them. I've gone for the Superliga here. We've got ourselves Kakir, we've got ourselves Bakesas, and we've got ourselves Mohammed. You also want to make sure that you're going to get yourself a rare bronze from one of these nations, and obviously Turkish in the Turkish league, you're going to find the cheapest rare bronzes. So this guy's going to get another 2 chem, this guy's going to get another 2 chem, these guys get 1 chem each, and that is going to bring us to, I believe, 14 chem. So where we're going to get the last 6 chem, we're going to get that in the likes of these triple right here, because they're going to go and get that nation link, and they're going to go and get the league link. And again, you need to go for 1 more bronze rare, but you should be picking a really minor league like the Norwegian league. We've got this guy here, and then just 2 plebby silvers, as long as they are again from the same league and nation, that's all that matters. So basically 4 Saudi Arabians from the Saudi league, 3 Norwegians from the Norwegian league, 2 Turkish from the Turkish league, that should be a very easy combo to get, and then just 2 miscellaneous. And again, if you need to increase the rating, increase these obviously a little bit easier, move this from a bronze rare to a silver rare, and it should be quite simple. So where's the money in this? I don't think there really is too much money in this, because this chemistry can be a little bit easier as well if you go for players from the same clubs. I haven't gone for players from the same clubs because I think it lowers the pool of players you can use, and obviously you want to have as big a pool of players for me to advise you guys as possible. Otherwise, if you guys are using, certain players because you have to have from the same club, it's a little bit harder. So that is the first SBC. Is there any money to be made investing for people doing this SBC? I don't believe so, because there's a lot of avenues. But yeah, that is the first SBC. Let's go and move underway with the second one. So, the one that they go and build for the Gimme 5, and again, it doesn't madly work because they've only got the database that's currently released, is they've gone and built this SBC right here. Again, it doesn't madly work for this one because obviously they've only got, Wolves players and that lot. So this is why I have to kind of manually make it, even though there's this sort of gadget, because this gadget doesn't work too well for this SBC. But you can see what they've done right there, and they've basically had so many players on full chem, or part chem, and then they've just worked 3 complete randies. So the next SBC we're doing is going to be Sevens Leagues Boots, and this is basically going to be the second one. This is the exact same as last time, and basically the chemistry is carried across. Now, one trick I'd recommend for chemistry is you can actually use the chemistry points and divide that by 3 to just basically work out how many players do I have to worry about getting on chemistry whatsoever. So obviously 25 divided by 3 is just over 8, which means we need basically 9 players. So because we're going to need 9 players on chemistry, I can basically have 2 throwaway players. These are 2 players that are completely irrelevant to the team, and I can use these to either give it a league or a nation, and that's exactly what we've done right here. So what you want to use is you want to pick one nation. Now again, I've gone with the Dutch because the Dutch they've got loads of different players in different leagues, but they're not as mainstream as maybe a Brazil or a Argentina or so on. And what I've done is I've used my 2 throwaway players to carry the rating, because I need 78 rating, and just so I don't have to worry about using high rated players around the pitch, I can just get 2 players who will be discard, because on the web app, these sort of players are discard. Herodekis, Zekos, you're going to be paying maximum like 700-800 coins per card. I can cross off a league with each of them, and I can also cross off rating. And if I'm crossing off leagues and ratings there, I don't have to worry about leagues and ratings. It may be positions that be more expensive, than the wingers. And on top of that, having to worry about maybe getting in, I don't know, like a Saudi League Dutch person, I don't have to worry about that because I'm using one of my throwaway players. So what's the chemistry looking like? Well, basically, because we've got 9 players all from the same league, using the chemistry table down below, these players are going to go and get themselves the full chemistry, which obviously means we've got 9 times that by the 3, 27 chemistry. It needs 25 chemistry. That's all good. All these players are in default positions, and again, the thing to take away from this is going to be pick a European nation, ideally maybe a Portugal, a Netherlands. France can work, Spain can work, but they can be a little bit more expensive. Get your leagues and nations, get at least different leagues and nations on your 83s. 83s, again, a lot of them are just plebby discards. They don't have to be in the right position. Make sure they're not leagues and nations you'd be using with the Dutch players, because obviously you'd be mugging yourself off of getting an extra league and nation. But yeah, what I've done right here is I've used those 2 players to give 2 extra leagues and used them to get the rating. But there you go, that's the second one, how I recommend doing it. So let's go and see how they're doing the 7 league boots. And again, how these guys are doing this SBC is they are using Argentina, and then they're using a few Randys, as you can see right there. So once again, they don't really have enough database for this to be too good on the video, but the crazy bit of kit is showing you, this is how they go and build the solution. Now move to the next SBC, and this one's actually really, it's kind of the same as the last one. So what we do is we work out how many chemistry points does it need. It needs 30. Perfect. That means that I only need to go and get 10 players on chem. Perfect. So that means we can use one of them as a league, because you do need 9 leagues, which is quite a lot, and we can use them to carry the rating, because 80 is quite difficult. But if you go and put maybe an 84 or an 83 plant in the team, aka allow there to be a cheaper, allow the rest of the team to be cheaper, you give yourself way more players to make quite a hard SBC easier. So time to walk you guys through the team that we've gone and built. As I say, you only need 30 chemistry, so 10 people need to be on full chemistry. Well, obviously, these guys are all from the same nation, and because they're all going to be from the same nation, they're guaranteed 3 chem, which means we're going to get ourselves full chemistry. But the requirements up there, rating was 80. Again, we'll go through the leagues right now. You need 9 leagues. You've got Serie A, Premier League, Liga NOS, La Liga, MLS, Superliga, Liga 1, La Liga 2, and the likes of the Bundesliga. So you've got all our leagues in there. You can see we've got away with a relatively low rated team because we're using that Vela to carry the rating. He's obviously, getting another league in there, which, I mean, when you've used the La Liga, you've used the Prem, the Liga NOS, the Serie A. When you start using all these leagues, it does get quite difficult towards the end. And obviously, if you can have one of these leagues being the MLS, which you're probably not going to come across, it is very, very useful. It also does help with the amount of rares, because you do need 6 rares. And obviously, if you need a Portuguese player, not in the Portuguese league, specifically a CDM, who's also a rare, the requirements just start getting quite stupid. And obviously, that's getting a rare off, in addition to obviously getting the rating and another league, so it's really, really solid. Obviously I'm using the FIFA 22 database, but there isn't too much that changes. But I've also used no players who've been position changed, as in the CDMs are in CDM positions, the left mids are in left mid positions. I don't know why Footbin randomly moved into a centre mid there, but I say all these guys would have been in full chem, and this is basically the sort of thing I would have been doing on the web app in FIFA 22. So, and again, even if you can't use this, it's really good to understand how you get the chemistry. You can go and use Spain this, you can go and use Brazil, you can go and use Argentina, but I like the premises of getting a complete Randy to carry a league, a rare, and the rating, and then just using a nation for the last. But time to get underway the last SBC, which isn't quite as giving. So the whole 9 yards, how the robot is building the SBC is they've gone and built it with There you go, Spain. They've done exactly what we've done right here, is using literally one nation and then using one Randy. But there you go, that is the nation. And as again, the SBC they've gone and used for this solution. So we now get to the last SBC, and the beautiful thing about this is it's literally the exact same as last year's SBC. It just doesn't require the loyalty like last year's SBC. So if you want to go and work out how to do this one, you can literally just go and grab an SBC solution from last year. Obviously, you know, the rare players are going to be different. Some of the positions are going to be different, but the format is the exact same. You need 11 players from different leagues. You need 3 of them as non-rare, 8 of them as rares. You are only going to be able to do this with Argentina and Brazil. I believe I've got a few viewers who've gone to scout out the leagues, but sadly, you know, there isn't really much to do other than the likes of Brazil and Argentina. The reason for that is obviously there is a lack of integration of players into different leagues of, you know, for like Spain and France, whereas Brazil and Argentina, they are all over the shop. And finally, the last SBC, this is what they've gone and used, and again, I imagine due to the lack of players, no, they haven't built a bad little thing. They've used Argentina. Like I say, you can't really do this SBC. They actually will keep building SBC solutions for you. I doubt you'll get anything other than Argentina and Brazil popping up. There you go, there's Brazil popping up. If we try yet another time, let's see what's going to pop up. But yeah, it's a crazy, crazy bit of kit. There you go. You're only going to get Argentina and Brazil, but I say, crazy bit of kit I needed to kind of add into the video, even though I edited and did everything to the video. Yeah, I do think this is a bit crazy. And I say, the site is called svc.io, and it will be put at the top link of the description. Now, what's going to be relatively necessary for this one is going to be position changes. These are going to be moving, for example, right wings to right mids, left wings to left mids, cams to left mid, and so on. Because if you look at a few things on the likes of foot.gg, you'll be able to actually see that when it does come to, you know, Argentinian or Brazilian left and right mids, the amount of players, you're not really sitting on too many. So if we go over here to Brazil right mids, and we go to quality gold rare, there we go, and we go and do only primary position search, you have only got Luis Ajurejo, right? This is literally the only player so far who is a rare gold Brazilian right mid, which means you're going to need position changes, because if we take out the position change, now you've got Pepe, Junior Messias, Felipe Anderson, David Neres, potentially even Mora. So with this SBC, do expect to probably use a position change. Obviously, you can just weigh it up. If this Luis Aguirre guy is like 5-6k, or a position change is 2k, and Anderson is 1k, obviously buy the Anderson and position change him, given that you can get away with it because of the 11 different leagues. So yeah, and obviously that's where the players and the early investments are going to be on the web app, is going to be buying these sort of Brazilian and Argentinians. But I think that is going to be it for the set of, what's it called, advanced nations. And it's given out the exact same rewards as last year, so it's a very, very profitable SBC. Should be doing on the web app as fast as possible. Again, I'll run you through once again what I'd recommend using. This was generally the most awkward one because it's probably the most different from last year. Again, what I used right here was I used rare Saudi Arabian, rare Saudi Arabian, rare Saudi Arabian, rare Saudi Arabian. Then gold Superliga player, gold Superliga player, gold Superliga player, bronze Superliga player. Then bronze rare Norwegian League, silver Norwegian League, silver Norwegian League. This one, remember, I just used a full Dutch team and then just 283s from different leagues to carry the rating. Here I use a full Portuguese team with Vela to carry the league rating and a rare, so he gets a really, really nice triple carry. And then this one you can literally just use solutions from last year, but you're using Argentina and Brazil, and don't be surprised if there are position changes. So, as I say, obviously these are FIFA 22 players, but there aren't going to be any FIFA 23 solutions going into it, and we've seen in the past, Footbin comes out, and the site just glitches for about 2-3 hours. So basically, this is the closest you can get to solutions without there being actual, I guess, Footbin solutions and so on and so on. So hopefully this helped and gave you guys at least an idea how to go and build these SBCs if you are watching from the web app in complete despair, because obviously the chemistry is completely different. The chart down below is I always find necessary to help me get the chemistry. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with basically a video talking about, now we've done these SBCs, what are going to be the best early investments if you have the coins.